So tell me, what was your vision for yourself being from Texas? And I remember you from an island part of Texas,
Galveston. Yep.
What was the vision for yourself in terms of Hollywood?
You know, man, when I left, I left as a football player, man. I had a scholarship. I was a blue chip athlete, man. And I was thinking I was going to NFL, and football was so easy to me, man. And after we got hit with the death penalty at SMU, we was the only team in history that got the death penalty. They got a special on 30 for 30 on ESPN about us, man. And so I transferred, went to University of Missouri. And once I went to University of Missouri, man, I majored in theater. I got in the Black Theater Workshop, and I told my friend, true story, I told my friends, I said, man, I'm finna go to Hollywood and hang with Stallone now. I said, the next time you see me, I'm gonna be on TV. And I left, went to Hollywood. The first movie I did was with Stallone, and the next time I seen him, I was on TV too.
Is that some faith? Did that ever empower you to think about the power of positive thinking and,
yeah, man,
and affirmations?
Of course. Like just day before yesterday, Friday, I was at V103. And man, I was reflecting back on all the people that I worked with. And it's like, man, I worked with James Caan, man. A lot of these people like my childhood heroes, man. Fred Williamson, Richard Roundtree, Margaret Avery, Nancy Walker, Cleavon Little. Man, all them dudes, all them people, man, I watched as kids. Man, I watched Billy D. Williams and James Caan and Brian Song when I was a kid, man, and I worked with both of them dudes before, So it's like, yeah, it's mind blowing, man, to say that you're gonna do something and then it actually happens, So now you could believe and speak things to existence if you really believe and work and go get it. Because they told me, my aunt, I said I was coming out to L.A. to try to be an actor. And she said, well, I think you ought to go to the NFL, just go on here and play football. And everybody tell me I play football. And it's like I wasn't even hearing it. It was like, okay, well, I said we should be pulling in by Friday. and it just went on and went, man.
Wow. So you was definitely, I always found it interesting because The Rock comes from a football background.
Yeah.
I mentioned Terry Crews. He comes from a football background.
Yep.
And stereotypically, actors are 5'8", little guys.
Right.
So the fact that you said, so was that something as a kid? You always just watch movies?
Man, I always wanted to be like Bruce Lee. I'm a big Bruce Lee fan, baby. A big Bruce Lee fan. And I know I wanted to play football, run track, and make movies. Ever since I was a kid, I never changed. Big Bruce Lee fan. I got on the elevator on the way here, man, at the hotel. And this Asian chick, she was coming down, she looked at my shirt, and I could tell she was like, wow, this is black dude.
Rocking Bruce Lee. How far does that go with you been to, where was Bruce Lee? What's his nationality? Chinese, man. Chinese. You been to China?
I've been to Japan. Never been to China.
Okay.
Never been to China.
And Bruce thing was, I know a little about Bruce philosophy. Being water.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I got on right here.
Okay.
This the whole saying.
Break that down.
Be like water. He say water flowing, it could crash. He say it's the hardest, it's the most strongest substance on the planet, man. He say be like water. That's, in other words, you put water in the cup, it becomes a cup. You put it in the teapot, it becomes a teapot.
Yeah.
And it can flow and it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Yeah. I feel like that fits a little bit of your energy of just, man.
You have to adapt, man, to everything.
Final words that you would tell someone from a small town like yourself.
Oh, man, shoot. Just, follow your dreams, man. I mean, Barry White came from my hometown, man. Catherine Hellman came from my hometown. Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion of the world, came from my hometown. So, you can do it, man. I mean, it's sometimes you might have to leave your hometown to get it done. And a lot of people don't want to leave their hometown to get it done. Right. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And if you scared to make that journey, man, then one thing you'll know for sure, that it'll never happen. It'll never happened, man. So you got to get out and get it, man. I mean, you know, hey, if I could do it, and if Tracy Morgan could do it, anybody, we all could do it. You know what I mean? So, man, you know, and there's a lot of talented people out there, man, that just, you know, afraid to make that move, man. And that's what holds a lot of people back.
Because you made that leap.
Hey.
When people say you should
I couldn't stay in Galveston, man.
You should be playing football. And,
yeah.
And, yeah, like, obviously, you probably had everything. Did you think you probably would have went pro just if you would have stuck with it? Or how do you feel about that?
I don't know. Yeah.
If
I wouldn't have messed my knee up, I may have went pro, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.